We'll look at captains now. Now, this is the captain matrix we've been building as we go. In game week 4, we didn't have Jimenez on there at the start of the season, but we have now because of Fulham. Obviously, anyone playing Fulham should probably be in our thinking. So the captains that we had going into this game were Werner at home to Palace, Sterling at Leeds, De Bruyne at Leeds, and now I've highlighted Jimenez at Fulham. For me, Sterling at Leeds is probably the best option. De Bruyne, yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm 50-50. Sever, who is, we keep talking about him, who was last season's top scoring FPL manager for captains, has gone De Bruyne, but he doesn't have Jimenez, and he did say that Jimenez has that fixture theory in his favour. So I'm really torn. I'm probably going to find out. I'll wait to see if Podence is available. If he is, I'll probably stay with Jimenez. If he isn't, I'll go back to De Bruyne.
I think he was in the training pictures today. So
was he? Right.
Looking positive for him.
Yeah. What's interesting looking forward though, game week 8 is going to be a problem to us. I'm looking at that. If you look at the captains available, and apart from the Spurs, Kane versus West Brom, it's really Werner versus Sheffield United.
I'll still have him by then. So.
Yeah, or
I'm sorted.
There's your man Antonio at home to Fulham. If you get Antonio that week, he suddenly becomes a captain. Now that sounds crazy, but I actually think Antonio against Fulham.
Yeah, I think that's like a tailor-made match for him because Jimenez is a fantastic striker, but he relies quite a lot on crosses coming in from the right and that kind of thing, whereas Antonio's just going to burst through those centre backs like they're not even there, I reckon.
Yeah. So
I'd fancy Antonio against Fulham more than Jimenez.
Yeah, I do. And looking ahead to game week 8, we've got Sterling, Liverpool are playing Man City, and United are playing Everton, and Arsenal are playing Villa. So all of those are really tough fixtures. I mean, you might back Aubameyang at home to Villa, but certainly it's hard to pick Salah. Sterling never does well against Liverpool.
No.
I guess it's De Bruyne at home to Liverpool, is it?
I'd be going Antonio in that.
Yeah, if you add Antonio, this is what I'm saying. So we've got to start thinking about that game week because I think there's an advantage there to be had if you get on Antonio there.
I can't stop thinking about game week 8 yet.
No, I know. Sorry about that.
Barely recovered from game week 3.
So we'll end on some captain team data, and this is why I'm worried about Wolves because if you look at the top table, that is the attacking data, and below them is their opposition. And Wolves minutes per big chance 71.8. So of the teams with captain candidates, they're the lowest there. You've got Liverpool at 28.2. So Salah, he hasn't had a big chance yet other than the penalties. But the thing is with Liverpool, they're playing Villa. If you look at the defensive data, in terms of minutes per big chance conceded, they're right at the top, 188 minutes per big chance conceded. So it's a tough game for Liverpool because Villa's defence looks solid. And the same for Calvert-Lewin with Everton. Brighton's defence looks really good there based on this data. They're second to Villa in terms of minutes per XG conceded, 87.5. So it looks like the Leeds defence, along with the West Brom defence, is the one to go against. So City against Leeds does, for me, looks the better option. So I'm taking a risk.
Ings if you had him?
I think I would, but it is surprising to see there Southampton's attack. Minutes per chance, it's ranked 15th in the division. Minutes per XG, it's ranked 12th in the league. So their attack's not as high as I thought it would be at this stage in the season because they ended the season really well. They were like 6th or 7th, their attack. They haven't quite struck that form yet. So
Wolves 19th in the league.
Yeah, 19th in the league for minutes per XG. Wolves.
So put me off him in it.
Yeah, only West Brom are lower than that. So that's a worry. So that's why I'm thinking I probably will play safe and go back to KDB. But
Broslow in the chat. Don't know why you keep talking about some random who had the most luck with captains last season. Come on.
Yeah, he's not. He came 8th in the world.
Some random, Jesus Christ.
It did him quite well. I mean, we're not saying he's the oracle when it comes to captains, but if you're going to follow anyone, he's going to be someone. You want to know who they're going to captain. Like we always ask that, and the thing is, the captaincy maybe above all decisions is probably the one that relies on luck the most because KDB, Sterling, Jimenez, Ings, they're all good captain picks, and which one comes out on top is going to rely on the run of the ball, or it could be a sending off, it could be a penalty decision. None of us can foresee that, right? But what Sivert did is he had some logic with it. He always went with the team with the weakest fixture, or the strongest fixture against the weakest opponent. But he's going KDB, and I think that's probably the way I go. I've got it in Jimenez, but it's probably going to change. But you're stuck on KDB, are you?
Yeah. I can't see it changing.